population.
Mm-hmm.
However, the city of Portland has a very high crime rate.
Right.
Like, you're not unfamiliar with that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, so now you talk about them being short just based on population, and you add an extra high crime rate to that, cops aren't going to be able to respond to everything in a timely manner.
No.
It's impossible.
Yeah, Wheeler, I heard something about Wheeler wanting wanting the mayor or the governor to send in the state police to do some of the work and stuff.
Well, they are helping out downtown.
Yeah.
Actually, if you go downtown during the daytime, walk around, you'll see some of the bicycle cops now are state police cops to help out, especially with some of the drug problems that go on downtown in the daytime.
Right.
There's a lot of just hand-to-hand drug deals going on. You can probably see it.
Yeah.
In the daytime. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me sick because you're sitting there, dude, you're doing drugs in front of a school, or you're doing drugs in front of a church.
Right.
Where women and children and stuff like that can see it.
Right, exactly.
And to me, I think it's disgusting.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Because when I was a kid growing up, I never saw anybody using drugs outside of my school.
No.
And I wouldn't want that for any other kid in America.
No. I wouldn't want it either.
Yes, sir.
So, well, I'd like to thank you for your service.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
and thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
You've been very helpful because, like I said, the only thing I can go by is what I hear on the internet.
100%, I agree.
And what the internet's and what people say is, hey, check this out. They're spying on us. They're getting credit card information.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And it's like, wait a second, they need a search warrant to do that. Oh, not the
They
Fusion
sure
Center.
do.
Yeah, that's not.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
They
we need a
sure
search
do.
warrant for
You
that.
know,
And of course that again would play into, if you want someone's bank information, that's IRS stuff.
yeah,
Like, that's IRS stuff. And of course, they will have to again do a search warrant, do subpoenas, and get all that information.
yeah,
But this is I don't know, this is DOJ, so we're state
yeah.
law enforcement. We're not federal. A lot of people confuse us with the United States Department of Justice.
Yeah.
We're not. We're the state of Oregon Department of Justice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we don't deal with that kind of stuff.
Huh.
Yeah. So we're not, the U.S. See, we're Oregon
Oh, okay.
Department of Justice. We're state law enforcement.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not federal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, all of that stuff, like getting people's, bank information, like
Yeah.
we're busy with robberies, shootings, pedophiles, that's murders. That's what we do.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but there was a murder here in Salem just a few hours ago.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Google it, Southeast Salem shooting. There was just a shooting. Well, it happened around 10:30, but they caught the guy like around noon. As
Yeah,
he was on the run.
I seen this SWAT team over by the Capitol going down the street.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the guy ran on 22 or something towards Detroit.
Yep.
But,
So
man.
that's the kind of stuff that we deal with.
Right.
We deal with pretty much like the same stuff that local deals with, local law enforcement, just like one step up. So like if there's, they'll deal with one homicide, we'll deal with a guy that's killed 3 or 4 people.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm a cop watcher. I have a cop watcher friend of mine named Chris Ponte that's looking for a serial killer in Clackamas County right now.
tell them be careful.
Yeah, because I think it was either 2 or 3 of the 5 ladies that they found
Oh, yeah.
in Washington at this one barn was he knew.
Wow.
And so he's like, hey, that person's killing my friends. I want to find that person.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
So,
That's terrible.
and I keep telling him, man, be careful, because the fact of it is the guy's probably not going to want to get caught. And 2, you can easily destroy evidence,
Oh, yeah.
Like, for instance, if this pickup was involved in a homicide, and I went in and I started nosing around because I was doing my own investigation. I wanted to collect evidence and stuff. any number of bad things. The cops could show up. What are you doing? Well, this pickup was involved in a homicide. I'm digging around in it, finding evidence. I'd go to jail. I could be suspected of the murder.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario down the line, when the guy has a defense attorney, he's going to say,
it's gone.
Cops, didn't you find somebody else in my client's vehicle?
Yeah.
How do you know he didn't put that gun in my client's vehicle?
Right. And also you got a thing of due to I'm not a law enforcement officer, it's and I do things wrong, then the evidence can't be admissible.
That's right.
That's right.
Anything in the
100%.
pickup would be gone as evidence.
Couldn't use it. Yep.
That's right.
You know your stuff.
Yeah.
You know your stuff. I can tell you've been doing this for a long time.
I do.
You're a smart guy. You know your stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that's what I was. But I wanted to come out and find out from you guys because I'm tired of hearing people. Oh yeah, man, this is what the Fusion Center does. This is what they do, and
Not even
it's
close.
like, wait a second. Search warrant. Can't do. You know.
Yeah.
I've even heard that. I've even heard people say that the Fusion Center actually gets into people's medical records.
Yeah.
And it's like
HIPAA.
yeah.
HIPAA.
Right.
You know.
And it's so yeah, it's you know, that's what I wanted to do is I wanted to come out and talk to you guys because it's important that the public know what you do. You know, you're not always out here trying to spy on all the activists. You're not.
No.
You know.
Honestly, the activists are we don't have anything to do with them because here's the issue. Most of them, and I mean 99% of them, have broken no laws.
Yeah.
There's 1% that those few bad apples that decide to start some fires. But at the end of the day, when they do start those fires in Portland, the DA's decided that we're not going to prosecute those anyway. So why would we pull our time away from homicide investigations to do that?
Simple. Do an investigation. Get the state attorney general to say, if the county don't file, we will.
Well, yeah. Just depends.
Then I want you to go online and do some Googling about our Attorney General.
Yeah.
Do some Googling on our Attorney General. She is extremely progressive.
Right.
And when it comes to violating people's rights, she will never do that. She will never violate a citizen's rights. Even if it means we have to stop an investigation, if it means we protect someone's civil liberties, that's going to be our number one thing.
Right.
She will never agree with violating someone's civil liberties.
Yeah. Well, she shouldn't. No cop in this country should be down with violating people's civil rights. You swore an oath to the Constitution.
That's right.
And so the question is so you gave your word that you would uphold the Constitution of the United States.
That's correct.
How can you uphold the Constitution if you violate the Constitution?
You can't.
That's right. Yeah.
You can't. So I would encourage you to read up on our Attorney General because that's actually who we work for. So we're like I said, we're not federal. We're State Department of Justice. We work under the Attorney General. Just read some of her policies. She's a very, very, in my opinion, very good woman.
Good.
She will, like I said, will never agree with violating anyone's rights.
No public official, whether they're an attorney general, an attorney that works for the attorney general's office, law enforcement, or anything like that should violate anyone's civil rights.
You're absolutely correct. Absolutely.
So, but like I said, I want to thank you guys. I'm glad that gave me this information.
Yeah, you bet.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to ask you for business cards because I know you're probably not going to give them to me.
No, why not? We would totally give you business cards.
Okay, can I get your
Yep,
business
I
card?
actually don't have one on me right
I
now.
left mine in my office. I'm not lying. I actually left mine in my office. So if you wait right here for 2 minutes, I will be right back.
I'll
Okay,
stand by
thank
with
you.
I always carry my business cards in my folder, so
Oh, okay.
if I'm talking to somebody for a reason, I got them in there. So you heading back to Portland then, or
Probably. It's getting
Yeah.
late enough.
you're gonna hit the traffic
I know.
in Wilsonville? Oh, it's too late.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll probably head back. I had business at the Department of Revenue, so I
You did?
went over there. And,
Oh, okay.
I had a couple people hit me up. Well, hit the Fusion Center. You think you're so big? Hit the Fusion Center. I go.
Oh, down there?
On my YouTube channel.
Oh, on your YouTube channel.
So I'm like, all right, I'll go out to the Fusion Center.
Did you say you were down here like 4 years ago or something? 3 years
Yeah.
ago? Oh, okay, I think I might remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some lady came out and told me that I can't film here because she goes, you know what this place is? I go, yeah, it's the Fusion Center. And then she goes, you can't film this place, and you can't film me without my permission. I go, you're law enforcement. Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
But she goes, I was a law enforcement officer for 20 years. You can't do that. Okay. But
Well, hopefully you got all your questions answered.
I did.
Yeah, there's no big secrets. Everybody that works here is just trying to do good, and
Hmm.
try to do our best. So
Well, like I said, I'm thankful that you guys came out and talked. That's what my whole object was.
Wanted to guarantee you that I was not lying when I said I didn't have one on me. I didn't want you to think, oh, those guys claim they didn't have any business cards or anything. And that's me. I'm
Yeah.
Christopher. So I actually work in the ICAC division. That's Internet Crimes Against Children. You familiar with them?
No.
Okay, ICAC, Internet Crimes Against Children. We basically investigate pedophiles.
All right.
That's what we do. We investigate pedophiles. So that's one of our biggest operations here at DOJ.
Yeah. We had a guy, they called him the pedophile hunter, that would go around, and he was like, I think he was 21. He looked like he was like 14. And he would get these pedophiles,
do some
and then
stings or
we'd do stings,
Yep.
and the police would call, and the police would say, "Well, there's nothing we can do about it." What?
Yeah. That's where we come in. We do all of that stuff.
yeah, these guys are busy.
Oh, we stay very busy,
Well,
which is again why we're honestly telling you,
yeah.
we do not spy on citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another thing. So do you have a pen or anything? Or I just want you to, or at least remember these things.
Mm-hmm.
Please Google our number of sex offenders in our state of Oregon.
Oh, there's a shitload of them.
I think you'd
an
be
understatement.
you'd be more surprised.
That's right. There's a
we are
shitload
number
of them.
one in the entire country. We are out of 50 states. We are number one per capita for sex offenders.
Mm-hmm.
And the scary thing about that number is, Oregon has a small population, only about 4 million people.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say per capita, okay, that's still a lot, but how do we compare in sheer numbers to the rest of the country?
Yeah, but what is a sex offender?
Yeah.
I mean, someone that's 18 years old that threatened a lady and got charged with attempted rape
No, that's not a sex offender here in Oregon. No, it takes a lot more to be registered as a sex offender here in Oregon. Yeah, it takes a lot.
Yeah.
So you actually have to be convicted of a sex offense here in Oregon. So, but get this, out of just sheer numbers, we're number 6 in the country. We have over 3,200 sex offenders in our state.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
No, I'm sorry, 32,000.
32,000
sex offenders in our state. 32,000 sex offenders in our state. So, please, what was your, Robert?
Yeah.
Robert, I'm Chris Baton.
All right.
Nice to meet you. Please, sir, understand and believe me. Our Fusion Center does not spy on citizens.
Okay.
Our Fusion Center is busy looking up IP addresses for me for people who are downloading child porn
Okay.
and busy pulling up past offenses, past crimes that sex offenders have done.